this year has definitely not worked out the way either Jorge Prado or Kawasaki has wanted. And let's just get the stats right out of the way. He is 6th overall in the Pro Motocross Championship. Not bad, top 10, whatever. This is a 2-time MXGP 450 champion. You would fully expect him to come out and be way more competitive. And when you actually say 6th overall, the difference in points between him and RJ Hampshire, who is a rookie in the 450 class. Obviously, he's not a rookie in general, but it's Jorge Prado with 262 points, RJ Hampshire with 366. So a massive, massive gap. And now, as of, well, today, I guess you could say, there has been some pretty big drama, or I don't know how you want to say it. Some interesting comments between, what's his name here? I'm actually going to look this up so I get this right. Dean Gibson, that's what it is, who apparently, according to a Ask Ping feature on Racer X, is Kawasaki's engine specialist. Now, if you read that post from Instagram of Jorge Prado saying, quote, "It was a very hard season to say the least. Cruising around every single race was heartbreaking for me, especially knowing my capabilities. Never felt comfortable on the bike, not even a bit. This builds to an unsafe feeling on it. Didn't expect this year to go this way at all. Happy to be in one piece and fit. Hopefully we're back where we belong soon." Now, is that a reference to back to Kawasaki, or not Kawasaki, back to KTM, back to a different team? And, well, then it gets worse. On the post, we have Dino Bambino, which I'm assuming is Dean Gibson, saying, quote, "I call bullshit. I have never seen in my 35 years anyone give up like you. You are not a champion in my eyes. Thank you for nothing." Continue to go on and say, "Also, everyone on this team worked endlessly to help you, and we did not give up like you. Sorry, but not sorry." Now, I mean, obviously there's been a lot of tension, or, what do you want to call it, drama with this team between Jorge Prado looking like he's giving up during races, letting people pass without even really trying. It's rolling around, or cruising, as he says, cruising around. And the best part is, he even went back. So, like, he typed that out once. His quote was the first one. And then he had to go back to the thing and edit it so it makes him sound a little bit better, with the added or the addition part saying, "Note, with cruising, I meant that I couldn't ride to my full potential, even though I gave my 100% and had to set myself to ride on a safe speed." You gotta say that's a PR thing for him. That looks fully like him trying to cover himself that, "Oh no, I wasn't just cruising around. I wasn't just rolling. I was really trying. It's just I couldn't do it on this bike." Now, obviously, there's been talks of him going back to KTM, also talks of him going to Honda, and most of these are bonus-only deals, because at the moment, he's on a 2-year deal with the Kawasaki. Does he really want to race that bike again? Do they want him to race that bike again? Who knows there? It's going to be quite an off season to see what actually happens with this. Does he go back to the KTM and race the bike that he won 2 MXGP championships on? Obviously, it's different over here with the rules, but still, probably a little more familiar to what he's used to than this Kawasaki. But it's kind of one of those things you have to wait and see now until something's announced. Probably after SMX, if he even races for the Kawasaki. It'd be kind of interesting if he pulled up on an orange bike. But so I'm going to leave you guys. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Where does he race next year? KTM, Kawasaki, some other team? Does he go back to MXGP? Whatever it is. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. While you're down there, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Do all the fun things the platform allows you to do, because it really just helped me out. I appreciate it. And with that, I'll see you later. Peace.